popular.
There's no one style.
There's no one style. There's no perfect
way for the recruiter, for the company.
No.
Everybody sees things differently.
Hello everyone.
How y'all doing?
Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are the Common Sense Sisters.
My name is Ella and her name is
Yoyo.
So I want to thank all our Common Sense Squad members, our esteemed subscribers for subscribing and continuously watching our videos.
Yes.
Thank you for liking, for sharing and commenting. We appreciate all that you do. For our new squad members,
welcome. Salute you.
Welcome.
Yes.
And to those of you that have not yet subscribed, why? What's going on? Subscribe, come and join the Common Sense Squad, okay? On Mondays we have our educational videos.
On Wednesday we have our movie trailers, and
then
on Friday
we have the movies itself.
So come on board, subscribe.
Leave
your comments in the comment section.
Share the common sense.
All of us, we are learning. Share it, okay?
Okay.
What's happening today?
Today we are talking about how to write your first resume. Now this is a special one for my international student because I have a place in my heart for international students. See that I was once one of yours
in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, those of you that are thinking of coming to Canada or already in Canada, it's your first semester or second semester, or you've not gotten a job, or you're looking for a job,
and you have your work permit, so you're legally able to work.
In York University, you had a work permit.
Yes, my study permit came with a work permit. Don't go and work without work permit, though.
You see me, I did not school in Canada.
The high school where I went to, we were not legally allowed to work. So there are different types of study permits. Go and ask your immigration. Don't come here. I'm not immigration.
Anyways,
we are not immigration.
No. We plead the fifth on that
one. So straight away, I'm going to be teaching you how to write your first resume to get your first job. Now,
we are not saying that this method is no. We're not saying that this method is going to land your first job, but it's a good way to start.
And me, I learned it from my own career center at York University. So this is where I went to learn how to write my very first resume.
Yes.
Now, I have my whole book here of things that I've also jotted down for things to have a resume without any prior work experience. Now, the first thing you will have obviously is your name. Obviously your name. Don't add things like your birth dates. No. Do not add your house address.
Don't add your year of birth.
Your birth, and then
no
pictures.
No pictures, please. Nobody wants to see your face on your resume.
Really, you don't really.
No, you don't need that.
You don't need your picture on your resume.
No, you don't need your picture on your resume.
I think at the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing with everyone a draft or rather a sample resume from York University.
Yeah, so
career site.
So are you going to put the link in the description?
Oh yes, I can put the link in the description too. Yes, for everyone to see what that looks like, right? So you will have your name and then your phone number and your email address and then your city. So for example, Ella Common Sense or Yoyo Common Sense, phone number, your email address, and if you're in Toronto, Canada. The next thing people want to see in your resume, it's the highlights of your qualifications. What makes you qualified for this job? So if it's a customer service job, you show that you've done customer service in the past. You show you've done customer service in the past. So I know now you don't have any work experience, but trust me, you probably done some customer service work in your life. So for example, when I got my first job in Canada, I had only volunteer experience and experience from Nigeria.
Yes, so the volunteer experience was from Columbia International College, where she went to high school. What grade was that?
Grade 12. I really did grade 12.
Yeah, so if you have not watched how
I got shipped to Canada at 15,
go and watch it.
I will link it right here.
Yeah, exactly.
2 videos to show you.
Exactly. So that's what you did, your volunteer experience.
Yes.
What else on the resume?
And then I had experience obviously from volunteer and then from
Nigeria.
My high school in Nigeria where I was a prefect. So I was just a social events and all of that. So also was a choir mistress.
Coordinator.
A choir coordinator. I put that experience in there and everything helped to give me my 1 page of my first resume.
So you're saying now that even in school, where you, including your high school in Nigeria, where you went to school, high school, you were that social prefect. So social prefect showed your leadership,
my leadership skills. Yeah, showed my customer service skills as a leader.
And working as a team.
And working in a team, yes. Which is usually what most entry-level jobs are looking for.
And organizing events
and all of that. Depending on the job you're applying for. Now,
narrow it to
that area, right? And then this is another thing I have for international students. If you're legally allowed to work in Canada, I'm going to digress. There are different ways of finding a job and getting experience. What I did for myself is I did not want to be leaving school every time because number one, I didn't want to be paying for transportation fare. Number two, there are jobs on campus. So why not just work where I live? That's what I did. Study. That's what they call it, work study. I didn't have to commit to work. Literally, I was living where I was working. So that was very easy for me. And then I noticed that some people also get jobs that don't really qualify as work experience when you apply for real jobs. For example, if you have a job that pays you under the table,
what's under the table?
Under the table means you will not pay taxes. There's no trace of the government finding the job.
That's not good.
That's not going to serve as a work experience in the future because there's no way to legally prove that you've worked for certain hours or that you're paying any taxes. So if you're legally allowed to work, then do jobs that are legal and where you can be able to pay your taxes.
And if you have to volunteer, at least
let it be at least in line with
something that
you're pursuing and something that you enjoy doing. Yes, like for example, I will not find myself volunteering at a hospital because that's not my area of expertise. I don't like things hospital related or whatever.
But you did fundraising for hospital.
But I did fundraising. Yes, I did fundraising.
So
I helped bake cookies and with social events. That's where you find me organizing, people to fundraise for. I think it was for Camp H, for Center of Mental Health and all that. Yeah, I did fundraising for them and sick kids. And sick kids. You reminded me of everything.
Because I remember those times.
This is going to be covered in our university video. Don't spill all the beans.
Well, that's true.
Okay, back to resume. So, and then after you've given your highlights of your qualification, which is your military experience, how friendly you are, your leadership experience, good communication,
telephone
etiquette, highlights, that's the first thing that they're going to see on the resume. Then you talk about your education. You would say what you're studying. So, for example, if you're studying law, you say honors, bachelor's of law, and then when you're expected to graduate, since I'm assuming you're still in school, or if you graduated, then you put the year of graduated. The year you graduated, and then you put your high school. If you went to a school in Canada, you put that school. If you went to school in whatever country you're coming from, you put there. Especially if you're referencing the school. If you're saying you were a social prefect in Nigeria, you will have to show the name of the school where in Nigeria you got that social prefect position in, and then you will put the year of your year you graduated, and then talk about your community service experience. So if you volunteered before, you give the name of the organization. I think in CIC, I went with Hammerheads. That was the name of my volunteer team. I put down what we did there, how we're dispensing common sense. We're dispensing kind notes to people on the streets of Hamilton. We went to old people's home. We did Terry Fox run and stuff like that. Those were all parts of my volunteer experience, which I used in building up my first resume. And then for Nigeria, I used it as also volunteer and extracurricular leadership activities. So I put my social media. My social prefect skills.
You've done so many jobs.
I've done so many jobs in my life, God.
You've done so many places.
Yeah, I've done social media jobs. So I put my social prefect skills, how I helped organize and plan for the graduation ceremony of the students who were graduating a year ahead of me, throughout the year, what I did with sports, and helping out with the teachers and students and organizing everything. And then I put my choir coordinator experience there, conducting choir, calling out for choir practice, taking my school to competitions. I won competition, but they all count. So, and all of that, I put everything in there as my experience. And then the sweetest part, we talk about your
extracurricular achievements.
Yeah, extracurricular activities, which is like
your sports. Okay, yeah, that's right.
If you were into sports or whatever, and your sports team did something, like here in Canada, some sports team during the months of breast cancer months, they do something for breast cancer awareness. You can put that in your relay for life. You can put that in your resume as well. Don't ever underestimate things that you've done.
Yes, don't underestimate it. As long as you learn something from it, it's all about the wording and just making it fit into it.
Yeah, you have to sell yourself. Sell yourself. Especially from Nigeria, we're used to being calm and sometimes we'll hide our achievement, but no, you have to blow your horn. You must blow your horn in Canada. You must blow your horn because if not, people will not know. You must blow your horn.
Yes.
I learned that at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then the sweetest part is your awards. So you, like me, if you have awards from school,
you better put it in.
You write them down, man, because I'm getting an award is not beans. For example, if you're an Ontario scholar means you have an A and above in your class. I am an Ontario scholar, so I put that in my resume down. They let them know that I have brains too. Beauty, brains, everything on the resume. Okay,
Yes.
so putting your awards, the time you got the awards, the year. If it's for volunteer awards, school related, sports related, put everything down.
Also, it's important to have a journal of your experience. So, for example, if you were in secondary school or even that you're in school now, you've done any volunteer experience, you will not always remember everything in detail. So, if you have a journal of your experience, you just write them down.
Yeah,
it can be note journal or electronic journal. So, for example, like on your note app, you write it and you can email it to yourself just in case you misplaced the written journal. It's very easy for you to transfer those
files to your resume.
Exactly, to your resume. So that's another very, very good tip for you. Okay. And
so let me just summarize this for you. So you have your name on the resume, your phone number, your email address, and then your city. Then you put your highlights of qualifications, so leadership skills and communication skills, written and
customer service,
stuff like that. And you put on your education, so your university and your high school, whatever you're relating your experience to. You talk about your volunteer experience if you have any, and then you talk about your experience from your home country. For example, if you were a prefect or if you did something, maybe if you worked somewhere before you came to Canada, you talk about that experience, right? And then you talk about your extracurricular activities, for example, like I said, sports and anything you did.
Yeah, or you play instruments.
If you play instruments, you talk about that. Then you end it with your awards. I know that on some resumes at the beginning, before the highlights, they might have things like, oh, this resume is to show you that I have I'm very qualified for this position, and so objective. They had resume objective, but I find that very difficult because if you're applying for a lot of jobs, and it means you have to be changing your objective every time. So I'm not one to like objectives. I feel like getting straight to the point of show me what your highlights are, your education, and then your skills, and that's it. And don't ever think that you're writing too much on your resume, especially if it's your first job. If it's about you and you achieved it, put it down there.
Yeah.
And you can get someone to read it out, to read it for you. For example, you can go to your career center if you have one, and then they'll be able to help you and put you through for your resume.
Yeah, I think you also went to.
I went to York University Career Center.
I read the resume.
And she read the resume. You always read on my stuff, all my write-ups. So
I guess that's why we call ourselves common sense
sisters. Yes. So you would make sure that your grammatical errors are fine and presentable. You don't have to worry about like the design of the resume per se.
Nobody cares about it.
It's your first job. You're trying to get your foot at the ladder. And another thing is, it's nice maybe if you're looking towards getting a job. I'll talk about this in subsequent videos, but
you
just
have
to
to be on the lookout.
You have to be on the lookout. Just
for
to give you a gist for give you. I won't tell you anything. I'm waiting for the video to come out. yes. So Yoyo, do you have anything to add?
I think I don't like writing resume, to be honest, because I rather talk about what I want to offer. But the truth of the matter is, we're living in an age where people have to see your resume first before they decide to call you. So obviously you are compelled to write resume for your job. So this is just our own common sense tip.
There's no one style.
There's no one style. There's no perfect way
for the recruiter, for the company.
No.
Everybody sees things differently. So you cannot tell me what another person's perspective will be.
So there's no one way to just all the resume should be like this and all that. So this is just our own suggestion and our own opinion, especially for people that are writing for the first time, international students at least. Yes, for the first time, people will believe that my struggle with getting a foot in the door,
experience, just because
exactly.
you have Canadian experience, show them that you have volunteer and experience from your country.
Exactly,
and that really matters, right?
And that counts.
And getting jobs from your school too. It's a nice way.
It's a nice way.
Work study. If you're a student in the school, you can get jobs at the school, right? Especially if you're entry level job. That's what I did. I worked where I was living.
Yeah,
like what,
exactly.
3 years?
Exactly.
Or something, yeah.
Yes, and it's
So,
amazing what you are going to uncover when
accomplish
you are working
when
in your school, especially when those opportunities, there's
right,
any
like, you know,
type
the
of
school
job
in
that
and
is on
out.
campus on school, and you just your foot in the door and all, it exposes you to more opportunity and so many resources.
Yeah. So in a nutshell, go to your career center today if you have one.
You're paying for it.
You're paying for it. Start
Yes.
making use of those resources. Get them to help you with writing your resume. The earlier, the better. Okay, and then as time goes on, you find out that you become better. You start to streamline. Once you gain those experiences, then you can toss some of them out of the door.
As you're
like
moving
now,
up in your
I no longer use my Nigerian experience because I have like years of experience right now, right?
Another thing is that I think in schools they have all those. They probably put them on the boards or attend seminars or talks on how to write resumes. So it's good to be aware of those resources in your school and also visit those places. Don't hide yourself or say it's going to be boring. No, it's going to help.
Everybody's going there to learn.
You have paid for it.
Yeah.
You have paid. Remember, you want to be seen and heard at the same time.
Yes, you have to loud yourself.
Be loud. Exactly. So, anyways, Ella, did you say you'll be linking the?
Yeah, I'll be putting the link to what the
like a sample from York University.
So and then you can help yourself from there.
Yes, and do all the Google research.
Yes.
Anyways, we hope we've been able to help someone out there today. We don't claim that we know everything.
Of course not. Of course not.
Of course not. But the little we know that has helped us.
We say make we share.
Yes, we should share it. Yes. And together we say that please like and please share this video. It's meant to be light-headed, simple video. So please like this video, share the video, leave your thoughts in the comment section. If there's something you have done that has helped you,
make a comment about
has helped someone, please leave it down in the comment section.
Do you have any questions?
It will help other people who would come in contact with this video and then see it. And even us, we can even learn
something new
from you as well.
Alright.
Anyways,
now we say, make common sense. Never depart from you. Bye.